This meeting is being recorded.
Today I welcome globally on the board on behalf of SWAT team. Today we are conducting International Conference on Educational Symposium on theme Governance and Policy, Shaping the Future of Society in Democratic Countries of Africa, Asia, and Europe. Education Development is community organization duly registered, contributing immensely to education department over the years. It's my honor to welcome all on this board once again on this prestigious platform of education. Now, I request Edmund to play National Song of Nigeria. Thank you, Edmund. Now I request once again Edmund to play National Song of India.
फिल्मी गाने से जुड़े रहने के लिए YouTube ऐप के बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें।
जय गण मन अधिनायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
To enjoy evergreen.
Thank you, Edmund. Now I invite President SWAT educational team with whom's effort we are celebrating this today's SWAT program. Welcome, President of SWAT educational team. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good evening. Good evening.
I'm Yusuf Abdulkadir, celebrated by name. Privileged to be the founder and the national president of our new organization, which is SWAT Organization for Educational Development, Nigeria and Africa at large. I'm using this video to show this program, international conference we are organizing for our own noble organization. We all welcome, commend your effort for being distinguished yourself among your peers and established humanity and the educational sector and the nation at large. You are highly welcome to this gathering. It is good to know brief about our own organization, which is what Organization for Educational Development. We are all out young elites who come together as one and thinking of how we can contribute to our own towards development of education in Africa and Asia. For the past 5 years. By this year, December, let me say next week, 5 years of impact in the life of the nation. Thank you all.
Thanks a lot for your wise words and knowledgeable words. Thanks a lot. Now I would like to welcome the energetic lady who is having loads of knowledge regarding the topic and the conferences. She is Associate Professor, Department of Political Science, Government College, Palampur, District Kangra. She is Directress of Virtual Events SWAT Team, Nigeria, Africa. To share, I would like to welcome her to share few words with us, to share the knowledge about the conferences and about today's event. Welcome, Dr. Shel.
Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction, Dr. Richa. And I will welcome you all in this one-day international conference. I hope all lectures and all presentations will be very valuable for all of us, and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shelja. And yes, this will be the valuable interaction between the speakers and the chairpersons. Thanks a lot for creating such a platform for us. And we want more and more to be lined up because of you only. Thank you so much. Now I invite guest of honor, my beautiful, intelligent friend, Professor Shiprasad Delja. Welcome, ma'am. We want your presentation over here, not the little one, but more presentation. Welcome.
First of all, I would like to thank all of you, and especially all the educational symposium team who brought up, this brilliant time for every one of us as educators to get together and to discuss on this very, very valuable issue that's attaching to every country in the world. Special thanks go to the SWAT team, Educational Development, Nigeria, Africa. Special thanks go to the patron, Alhaji Abdul Salam. Special thanks go to the president, Sofid Yusuf Abdullah Korik elaborate. And the best but of great praise is to thank the most hardworking and the beloved colleague, friend, and sister, Dr. Shaila Vasudeva, for the hot themes and issues she brings on the table to discuss globally everywhere where she, gives these kinds of presentations to and opportunities to every one of us. I'm going to talk just briefly about the benefits of the citizenship in my country, but also in all the countries, I guess. So I guess the PowerPoint is clear. Is it visible to everyone?
Yeah, sure. We can
Okay,
see.
thank you. Thank you so much. Now, we'll talk about the perspectives on the new government models everywhere in the world, and what is the future of government from 2030 and beyond, which is going to be a citizen-centric perspective on new government models, a project which puts citizens at the center of the government services. And as you see in the picture here on this picture, the citizen is in the center perspective of the new government in 2030 and beyond that. So why is it important to talk about civic services in the center of leadership, governmental leadership everywhere in the country? If I can give you the experience of my country, we've been 45 years under the communist regime, and because of that, bureaucratic and totalitarian system and administration service for the people were widespread in my country. Long lines to get legal papers, and there were irresponsible people working in the offices where people needed to get service from for different kinds of problems. And so the chaotic situation in public offices and institutions brought about the installment of bribery and corruption in my country, which I would say that to some extent it still exists. Now, the benefits of this democratic civic service, especially in new democratic countries like in Albania, is very crucial. First of all, it brings about citizen-friendly relations among people, but also it makes a very close relations with the government as well, to increase citizen satisfaction, to improve service quality, to enhance transparency and accountability on the people being accountable for and transparent for serving people, to enhance greater efficiency as well as efficacy in administrative service delivery, and to prioritize the needs and wants of the citizens, to build trust in the citizens by prioritizing the needs and preferences of citizens, to design services that exceed expectations, and to build inclusive, citizen-centric services delivery everywhere in all corners of Albania, and also to in other countries as well. So I would say is a conclusion that a citizen-centric perspective is pivotal for building a modern and effective public administration system that places citizens' needs and interests at the center of government leadership. So by adapting the citizen-centric approach in democratic leadership, like in my country, all the governments can better serve their people and create a more particularly and inclusive society. So this is given in a diagram taken from the report given by the European Community while advising all these new democratic countries to practice citizen-centric transformational government. So it is, mainly the people working in this countries should be transparent and open to co-create, to have a kind of a co-creation of their values. So to have values and ethics in their job that they do, and to be participatory in the democratic issues in our country. So all this can bring cooperation, collaboration, citizen empowerment, because citizens are in the center of leadership in our countries. And also it is location-based, which is might be in Tirana or in my country in Albania, but also in other countries as well. I mean, I just went very fast and quickly, but this is the time that is allocated to me as well. Thank you so much. And if you do have questions, you are more than willing to ask questions, and then I will be all the time here of attending this symposium, which is really very, very important for every one of us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shiv-Prasad Delja, for the beautiful presentation and beautiful PPT. And the platform is open for all. If anyone wants to ask the question, they can ask. I think it was crisp and clear. So now I'll invite Dr. Abdul Mumin Azia as guest of honor of the day today. I welcome again, sir. Welcome, Mr. Abdul Mumin. Our second guest of honor of the day. Are you there, sir?
Maybe he has not joined. Maybe.
Join. Okay, then I'll proceed.
Yeah.
Okay. Special thanks to SWAT team for taking such a intellectual topic. And special thanks to Dr. Shelja for initiating such conferences. And now I invite Dr. Virginia Rivera to take on the platform. So welcome, Dr. Virginia Rivera.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. I want to start by thanking...
Hi, dear. You are not audible.
I'm not?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we can
now,
hear.
No, we
now
can hear her.
we can hear
We
you.
can hear her loud and clear.
We
Excellent.
can hear her. We can hear her loud and clear. We can hear her. Sorry.
Very clear.
I thank the SWAT educational team in Nigeria for inviting me to be here today as chairperson. This is a very important topic, not only in Asia, Europe, but it's definitely around the world. Governance and policy, shaping the future of society in democratic countries of Asia, Africa, and Europe. Effective governance and policy in education are crucial for ensuring equitable access, fostering quality learning environments, and driving systematic improvements that meet the diverse needs of all citizens. Today, our speaker will explain and explore these vital themes and share insights on shaping the future. Which is very, very exciting. I'd like to call our first speaker, Dr. Richa Rajani from India.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rivera.
Richa ma'am, 1 second. Everyone, please mute your mic. Everyone, please mute your mic. Thank you so much.
We've done that already. We've muted.
Okay, thank you. Please continue, Richa ma'am.
Okay. Myself, Dr. Richa Ranjan. I'm principal in Swami Devidya Law College, which is in Panchkula. And today I'm going to speak on the topic of future of society in Asian democratic countries. So as we stand at the threshold of this new era, it's essential to reflect on the future of society in Asian democratic countries. The region is home to some of the world's most vibrant democracies, including India, Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. These countries have made significant strides in promoting economic growth, social justice, and human rights. However, as we look to the future, there are several challenges that these these societies must address. One of the most significant challenges is the rising tide of nationalism and populism. In recent years, we have seen a surge in nationalist sentiment in several Asian democracies, often fueled by concerns over economic inequality, cultural identity, and national security. While nationalism can be a powerful force for mobilizing citizens and promoting national pride, it can also be divisive and exclusionary. In some cases, nationalist rhetoric has been used to they are targeting minority groups, they're suppressing dissenting voices, and undermining democratic institutions. So, to address these challenges, it's essential for Asian democracies to promote a more inclusive and pluralistic form of nationalism. This means recognizing the diversity of cultures, languages, identities within each country and promoting policies that celebrate and protect these type of diversities. So another significant challenge which these Asian democracies are facing is the impact of technological change on employment and social inequality. The rise of automation, AI, artificial intelligence, and the gig economy is transforming the nature of work. And in this existing social and economic inequalities, there is difficult for these kind of continuation. To address this challenge, Asian democracies must invest in education and training programs that prepare workers for the changing job market. They must also promote policies that protects workers' rights, provide a safety net for those displaced by technological change, and promote greater social and economic equalities. Finally, Asian democracies must also address the challenge of climate change and environmental degradation. This is the main point globally, which is discussed everywhere about the climate change and environmental degradation. The region is home to some of the world's most vulnerable countries to climate change, including Bangladesh, the Philippines, and the Vietnam. So, how to address these challenges? Asian democracies must promote policies that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, invest in renewable energy, and protect natural habitats and ecosystems. They must also work together regionally and globally to address the transnational challenges posed by these climate changes. And I think so, if there is time, should I speak about the points of present scenario also, Dr. Shalja? What is the present scenario? Is there time or I should?
Yes, you can speak for 1-2 minutes.
Okay, I'll come to the points. Now, what is the present scenario? I'll come on the economic scenario. There is rapid economic growth. Many Asian democratic countries such as India, South Korea, and Taiwan have experienced rapid economic growth driven by technological advancements, industrialization, and globalization. And social scenario, there are demographic changes such as including aging populations, declining fertility rates, and urbanizations. Then I'll come upon the social inequality. Yes, it's there. Social inequality remains a pressing concern in many Asian countries, with marginalized groups such as women, minorities, LGBTQs, plus individuals who are facing discrimination and expulsions. And rise of nationalism, there has been this kind of problems also. And now about the political scenario. Rise of populism, there has been a rise of populist leaders and movements in some Asian democracies, often fueled by anti-establishment sentiment and promises to address economic and social grievances. Then we'll come upon the environmental scenario. Climate change are vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, including rising sea levels, more frequent natural disasters, and changes in weather patterns. Air and water pollution are significant serious impacts on the public health and the environment. Last is the technology concern scenario, which can be about digital transformation and e-commerce and digital payments are growing rapidly in many Asian democracies with significant opportunities for economic growth, financial inclusion, and poverty reductions. Cyber security, cyber crime is the main thing happening all over the world. As there is more AI, there are more threats to every person. So significantly, cybersecurity concerns in many Asian countries are risks to data privacy, national security, and economic stability. I was to speak upon the future concept, but I discussed about both of them. So I'll conclude the future of society in Asian democratic countries is complex and multifaceted. While there are significant challenges to be addressed, there are also the opportunities for growth, innovation, and progress. Thank you so much. Thank you. This was all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Richa Rajan from India. Definitely your message is very poignant. And I would say that it's universal. These are the issues that are affecting us all over the world. But most importantly, I think that it's really, really important that we continue to look at the systematic improvements and remember that government is really working for the citizen. We should never think that they are our bosses. We are the ones that need to ask for change. So thank you so much. Thank you. And now I would love to introduce to you our Dr. Shelja Vasudeva from India.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm Dr. Shelja Vasudeva. I'm Associate Professor, Department of Political Science, Government College, Palampur, India. My topic is approaches for reshaping education in Asia's democratic countries with special reference to India. In introduction, brief overview of education in Asia's democratic countries, importance of education reform for socio-economic growth, focus on India as a case study. Now, I will discuss the challenges in the current education system. Unequal access to education, outdated curriculum and teaching methods, limited integration of technology, skill gaps, and unemployability, gender disparities in education are some challenges in the current education system. Now, global approaches for reshaping education policy reform. Focus on inclusively and universal access, technology integration, use of AI, online learning platforms, and smart classrooms, teacher training, continuous professional development, public-private partnerships, collaboration to enhance infrastructure and resources, community engagement, involving local stakeholders in education. India's initiatives in education system. National Education Policy 2020 key highlights: holistic and multidisciplinary education, emphasis on regional languages and cultural integration of technology, Digital India campaign promoting digital literacy, Skill India mission, vocational training for employability. Successful examples from other Asian democracies: South Korea, focus on STEM and technology driven education; Japan, emphasis on moral and civic education; Singapore, holistic education with the focus on creativity and problem solving. Lessons India can adopt. Proposed approaches for India: enhancing accessibility, expanding rural education programs, curriculum modernization, including critical thinking and life skills, technology driven education, increased use of edtech tools, teacher empowerment, better training and incentives. Implementation strategies: collaboration between government and private sectors, continuous monitoring and evaluation, leveraging international partnerships, increased budget allocation for education. Impact of proposed reforms: higher literacy rates, better employability, and reduced poverty, increased innovation and entrepreneurship, strengthened democratic values and societal progress. Conclusion: recap of key points, importance of collective efforts in reshaping education, call to action for stakeholders to prioritize education reform. Thank you so much for listening me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Right.
Shalja. I am really, really excited about your message because as the current president of World Education Policy and having the opportunity to research curriculums around the world and more importantly, the government policies relating to education, what you've just explained to us is pretty much the same thing we see time and time again around the world. Only a few countries have been able to really bypass and make one of the most important things, accessibility for all. And in World Education Policy, this is exactly what we're trying to do. So thank you for bringing it up to us. And I know that we will all continue to work with this, but this is key. Education development is the key to the success in our countries. So thank you again. I would like to introduce now Dr. Magna from the Philippines. Dr. Magna, are you here?
Yes, Doc.
Dr.
Hello.
Magna? Yes.
Welcome.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Perfect.
you are audible.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, good evening. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wal barakatuhu. I'm Dr. Magna Anisa E. Aming Hayuin of Mindanao State University, Sulu in the Philippines. So particularly, we are located in the southern part of the Philippines. So good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank the SOT team from Nigeria, Africa, and of course, our very own active director of this activity, and at the same time coordinator and one of my closest international friends. Of course, Dr. Shalja Vasudeva, a sister also to me. So this time, I am going to give a short lecture about the role of digital governance in strengthening democracy and policy development in the Philippines. It is known to everyone that Philippines, our country, is a democratic country. So I would like to describe to you and explain to you what is the role of digital governance in our country. So good evening once again, especially to everyone around, speakers, chairpersons, committee, presenters, guests, participants. Thank you for your time. So it is both an honor and privilege to speak before you tonight because it's already 9:33 evening here in the Philippines. It's actually a privilege for me to speak before you on the topic that is crucial to the future of governance in the Philippines, particularly the role of digital governance in strengthening democracy and policy development in the Philippines. So in this era of rapid technological advancement which we are now facing, digital governance is not merely a tool, but however, it is a transformative force that can reshape how governments operate, engage with citizens, and develop policies that truly represent the needs and aspirations of the people. In tonight's lecture, we will going to explore how digital governance contributes to enhancing democracy, improving policy development, and addressing the unique challenges faced by our country. So, first thing we will going to understand the digital governance. Let me give you a short explanation of digital governance, which it refers to the use of digital technologies such as the internet, digital platforms, and data analytics in order to streamline government operations and enhance transparency and enable citizen participation. In our country, which is our beloved Philippines, the government has increasingly adopted these tools to modernize the delivery of public services, which promote accountability and ensure that policies are more responsive to the needs of the people. Another one that we have to understand is how we are strengthening democracy in our country. Remember, digital governance plays a vital role in strengthening democracy by enhancing civic participation. Because through these digital platforms, citizens are empowered to engage more actively in the democratic process. Like online platforms that we are using today allow citizens to participate in consultations, voice their concerns, and even influence legislative decisions. This gives rise to a more informed and participatory public. This is also important in the transparency and accountability, which the digital tools enable the government to provide real-time access to information regarding budget allocations, project statuses, and policy decisions. This openness promotes accountability, reducing corruption, and fostering trust in a democratic institutions. We also have to understand that democracy should be included, or there must be an inclusive democracy in our country, because digital governance bridges gaps in communication, especially in rural or remote areas with internet access. Like marginalized groups can now voice their opinions and actively take part in policy discussions. More so, we also have to understand how policies are being developed. Because of the role of digital governance in policy development, which is now equally significant, like the data driven, which is now important in our decision making, the collection and analysis of this data will allow the government to create evidence-based policies that address the needs of the population more effectively. For instance, data on traffic patterns, health, and education can help the government design targeted interventions, and as well as to improve policy implementation, like these digital platforms also help in tracking the progress of policies in real time, which enabling quicker adjustments of course corrections if needed. So for example, the implementation of social welfare programs that can be monitored digitally, which ensures the aid reaches those who need it most. And another one, fostering collaboration. In this case, the digital governance fosters collaboration between government agencies, local governments, and civil society organizations. Through collaborative platforms, policies can be developed in consultation with various stakeholders, ensuring a more holistic approach. However, there is also a good advantages of digital governance. It includes improved efficiency, which is the automation and online services reduce bureaucratic delays, speeding up the delivery of services and ensuring that public resources are allocated efficiently. And another advantage is greater accessibility because citizens can access government services and information anytime and anywhere while making government functions more accessible to all people uh, regardless of geographical location. And then another advantage is increased public engagement, which these digital platforms provide opportunities for more citizens to voice their opinions and participate in decision-making processes. And the last advantage is it strengthens accountability, which is the public access to government data enhances transparency and reduces opportunities for corruption. However, there is also a disadvantages of digital governance, which includes digital divide, cybersecurity concerns, and so on. So how is this digital divide? Not all citizens have the access to internet or digital technologies where internet access is not accessible to them. So particularly in remote areas or economically disadvantaged areas, this can result in equality in the ability to participate in digital governance. Another one is the cybersecurity concerns, which is the reliance on digital platforms, which raises concerns about data privacy and cybersecurity, which ensures the protection of sensitive information is a challenge that must be addressed to maintain public trust. And then another one, implementation challenges, because the transition to digital governance requires significant investment in the infrastructure, training, and the development of digital skills among both government employees and the public. In other words, to conclude my discussion about the role of digital governance in the Philippines, it has the potential to significantly strengthen democracy and improve policy development in the Philippines by enhancing transparency, increasing citizens' participation, and enabling data-driven policymaking. Digital governance offers transformative benefits for the country. However, addressing the challenges such as the digital divide and cybersecurity concerns will be crucial in ensuring that all Filipinos can fully participate in the democratic process. So before I will going to end my lecture, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all those who made this discussion possible, especially to the SWAT team Nigeria, the organization for Educational Development in Nigeria, Africa, and the which is the International Conference on Educational Symposium for providing such esteemed platform for global dialogue like this. And I would also like to have a special thanks to Honorable Ali Abdul Razak, the President of SOT Team Nigeria, for his leadership and commitment to advancing education and governance. And of course, my sister, Dr. Shalja Vasudeva, the patron of this SOT team, one of the patrons of this SOT team for invaluable guidance and support. And also to Hajia Fatima Bint Diko, the director of the virtual program, for making this international exchange possible. Likewise to Farm Hashat OAMH, which is the matron for her unwavering support and dedication to the organization's goals. And also to all the organizing committee, guest speakers, chairpersons, paper presenters, and participants. Listeners, thank you for your contribution to this meaningful event. Lastly, to our Chancellor, Dr. Nagdir J. Abdurrahman of Mindanao State University, Sulu, for his encouragement and permission to allow myself to be part of this opportunity for international conference. All of you, the team, your dedication to education and governance is truly inspiring, and I look forward to future collaborations that can contribute to building a stronger, more inclusive global community. Thank you very much, and may our shared efforts continue to impact positive change. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Magna. She comes from us from the Philippines, and thank you for sharing your message, especially the advantages and the disadvantages of digital governance. Around the world, what we're looking for when we talk about digital governance is ensuring transparency and accountability, and that all citizens can participate. So thank you for making it so clear for us. Now, I would love to introduce to you Professor Keruding from Malaysia. Professor Keruding.
Okay, thank
And I
you.
hope I have it correctly.
Can I share my slides?
Yeah, sure. You can share your slide. You have a full options, full authority. You can share.
Right, all right. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, sure. We can see your screen.
All right. Okay. Greetings. Before I forget, I like to wish friends from around the world, globally. Like to wish you coming Merry Christmas. Christmas is just a few days away. Okay. Okay. Let me move on. Okay. Governance and policy shaping the future of society and democracy. Okay. I won't read all that. Okay. Now, the topic given to me is balancing creativity and functionality in governance, the role of inventiveness, whatever that means, in shaping policies for democratic societies across Asia. Okay. What is governance in simple words? Okay. Now, governance encompasses the system by which an organization is controlled and operates, and the mechanism by which it and its people are held to account. Okay. Ethics, risk management, compliance, and administration are all elements of governance. Let me move on. Okay. What best describes governance? It has been defined as the rules of the political system to solve conflicts between actors and adopt decision legality. It also has been used to describe the proper functioning of institutions and their acceptance by the public, or in other words, the legitimacy. Okay, let me move on. What is the simple definition of policy? A policy is a set of ideas or plans that is used as a basis for making decisions, especially in politics, economics, or business. Now, what is the policy of the government? Government policy refers to the actions taken or not taken by governments in addressing societal issues, influenced by ideas, institutions, and interests within the political arena. Okay, so what is the meaning of policy in management? A policy is a set of rules or guidelines for your organization and employees to follow in order to achieve a specific goal. Example, or i.e. compliance. Effective policies answers questions about what employees do, such as directions, limits, principles, and decision-making guidance, and why they do it. Okay, so creativity, and functionality. That is the topic that you want me to focus on. Thinking outside the box reminds me of thinking outside the box. Okay, Edward de Bono and his lateral thinking. I remembered in 2005 when he was in Kuala Lumpur, I had dinner with him. I hope he's well. I haven't heard from him for quite a while. Let me move on now. Creativity is defined as an aspect of thinking as a personality constellation and as an interaction in a specific environment. Now, functionality, what does it mean? On the other hand, is the quality of being suited to serve a purpose well, which is practicality. Hey, I'm done. That's it. Thank you. Back to the organizer. All yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I loved it. Short, sweet, very precise, very clear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the truth is that, as you said, creativity, functionality is vital for fostering, and we know this, innovation, problem solving, and adaptability in today's world. So thank you so much for making it so succinct, but so understandable. Now I would like to introduce to all of you, if you can, stop the sharing process, that would be great. Dr. Anything, so we can introduce the next one. Dr. Jelena from Serbia. Please join us.
Where are you?
Doctor, I think I saw her. I don't know.
Professor Jelena?
So maybe I should go to the next and
Yeah,
then
you
come back.
can announce next one.
Okay. Professor Anju from India. Please join us. The virtual podium is yours.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, good evening to all esteemed personalities who are joining from different parts of the world. And first of all, thank you to the SWAT team for this organizing such a wonderful conference. And my topic that has been assigned to me, the role of civil society in democratic governance and exploring the influence of NGOs, social movements, and civic engagement. This is actually the way which I have worked, and I would like to share my personal experience. Because in India, when we talk about development, so the real development that should go on, it begins in the village. Because though the people have been moving to the cities in India, but still a greater population still lives in the village. So when we talk about development, yes, it has to start from the village. And when we talk about development, it is said that development is an empty slogan if there is no awareness. Development is an empty slogan in the absence of awareness. And we started with awareness in the villages. Though there are many projects that we have worked along with UNICEF and Nehru Yuva Kendra, that is biggest youth organization in India that has been working under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. So these two organizations, when we work, so I would like to speak about one project where we work for women. Because the children, when we saw the newborns, they had a problem of malnourishment. There was a lot of malnourishment in India. So there were many who were just concentrating on how the children should come out of this malnourishment by giving them good diet, good nutrition and all. But after some time, we realized that the women in India, they are actually, they're anemic. Hemoglobin levels is very less among them. So we started working on that, where there was awareness for the pregnant women, and even for after delivery who are feeding their babies. So there were awareness with the women where they were told about how to take proper diet. In fact, having a proper diet, it does not mean that you have to buy some expensive things and all. just something, anything, all the groceries, the vegetables, fruits that are locally available, how they can be used by you, how you can consume them, and how you can have a rich, nutritious, and balanced diet. So that was a movement that we took place, that we just took part for the women. And with this, we saw that the malnourishment, underweight, and anemia, all those problems with the women came out of that, and ultimately, in few years, they were healthy babies. Malnutrition still exists in India, but still in Maharashtra, the part of India where I live, there these levels have gone very low in the last few years, because there are many initiatives like regular monitoring of the weights of the babies and all, where this is going on and the health of the children is improving. The other thing that I would like to tell is about the girls. The literacy rate was very less, but after some efforts, the girls started going to schools. But there was one problem I would just like to discuss. Sometimes we think that it is such a small problem. The girls, after attaining their puberty age, they didn't want to go to school because they didn't have proper washroom in their school. Some schools had a washroom, but there was a problem, like very small, like it did not have a latch. This was such small things where when the team of UNICEF, the team of Nehru Yuva Kendra, and other NGOs, and when there are many NGOs which are actually working with this. So when the volunteers went over there and they realized this problem, they actually went through all the schools in the villages that were under the area, under the project area, and this problem could be solved, and many girls started going to school. Then there was a lot of awareness on menstrual hygiene. That was very, very less. Awareness on that was very, very less. And with this awareness, yes, now there was a program called as Deep Shikha, and with the adolescent girls were trained about their health. And yes, it is a process, and because I don't have so much time, so I would just like to take a speak in short, like how these awareness programs went on, and with that, many of these girls who worked as Dishika, who worked as volunteers in this program, now they are at very good positions. And many of them are, like politicians, and they are political leaders. They are leading their areas now, and there are many. If we just start counting, there are many who have worked with UNICEF. There are many who have worked with Nehru Yuva Kendra, and they are doing a very great job. So this is in short about how I have worked in the Indian villages. And just one more thing, like there was a village which we worked continuously, and we worked there in a school. The village was like 10 years ago. They didn't have a bathroom. They didn't have most of the homes. They didn't have a bathroom at their home. There were open defecation was followed in that village, but we didn't like other NGOs. We didn't go or like building toilets for them, but we carried out awareness for children in the school, and awareness for the women. We used to collect the women in the Anganwadis, and then we had a bit of awareness, and within a year, like nearly 50% of the households in that village, they had toilets. We improved the attendance rate, attendance of the children through our different activities, because attendance was very, very less. The only thing was awareness on education, importance of education was very less among the people in that village. So these are all some small initiatives which through our NGOs which we are working, we have tried to bring some small changes in our villages. And this is actually what is going on at greater scale in India. I just told about how we need a change in our area. And I hope like in this, one thing that was very, very important was community involvement. Because before starting with this, we interacted with the people. We made them realize that this we are not doing for us. We are not doing just because our NGO has been assigned that work. We actually explain to them that this is important for you. This is important for your future. And with the help of the community involvement, how we got the cooperation from whether it is women, men, children, and even the political support that we got, we can achieve so much. And yeah, And I hope everyone, like, if you just if you want to work for the development, yes, you have to concentrate on the rural parts, and the second thing, you have to get the community involved. So thank you very much. That's what I had to share from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Thank you. I just wanted to say that as owner of a school for children in the village of Aluwamai in Punda, India, I have seen a lot of what you're talking about and how important it is that community does get involved. But definitely we know that education is the key to everything, and not only for our students, but also for their parents, getting them all involved. So I really, really appreciate what you're doing. And I would definitely love to speak to you about this later, but I want to congratulate you on the great work. And we should all get involved in these developmental issues. Thank you so much. Now I would love to introduce to you Dr. Irfan from Pakistan. Dr. Irfan, please join us.
Hello, doctor. I'm Dr. Irfanullah Sanigzeh from Afghanistan, Rohan Institute of Higher Education, and head of research and development. Currently, I'm in one conference in Moscow, but basically I'm from Afghanistan. Now I would like to share the topic about governance in policy transformations, which is charting the path forward for Afghan society. I would like to present this presentation, which examine the complex interplay of the governance and policy in Afghanistan, which explore the challenges and opportunity for shaping for a bright future. Further, here we would like to know about the historical context and the socio-economic dynamics along with the geopolitical influence. If you think and see about the historical context here, we should know about that Afghanistan has experienced a decade of conflict and political instability and social upheaval, living a legacy of complex challenges. And the second side, if you would like to know here the socio-economic dynamics, there is Afghanistan facing a significant socio-economic disparities with poverty, unemployment, and limited access to essential services, which affecting many citizens. Along with this, there is one thing, it's a geopolitical influence here. We know about the Afghanistan is located in a strategically important region with various international actors, which comes in influence, adding to a complexity of its political landscape. Along with this, we should know here is some challenges to the government, which identifying a key roadblock to effective policy making. Here is some corruption, lack of transparency, weak institutions, along with this, a limited capacity. Furthermore, we have some stakeholder engagement for fast, frank, inclusive dialogues for a sustainable solution for that. Here is four stakeholder. One is a civil society, the second is a community leader, the third is private sector, and the fourth is international partner. Along with this, further we have some policy reform which explore innovative approaches to revitalize the Afghan landscape. For that, we have economic diversifications, education and human, and third is conflict resolution, and the fourth is a rule of law in judicial forums. Nowadays, it's very in power, the rule of law, but everything comes very strange and unique. The new regime come, that thing is more and dominant. Moreover, here is some institutional capacity building with strengthening the foundation for a good governance, as I have discussed before. Here is one civil service reform, the third is decentralization and transparency and accountability. Here in that government, the transparency and accountability is in a top levels. But before we had pace in previous tournament, there was a lack of transparency and accountability. Along with this, here is some monitoring and evaluation, measuring the progress in ensuring the accountability. Nowadays, it's a big examples with limited resource, the making one artificial canal by the name of Kushtipa Canal. They will give a lot of waters to various provinces for irrigations. That's a big example for their strong monitoring and evaluation. Along with this, in this portion, here is some performance indicators in independent audits and public reportings and all these things. Moreover, and we say in conclusion in some recommendations, which is a charting forward for Afghanistan. Number one is a sustainable development, which Afghan society need for a sustainable development, which plan the address and root the causes of poverty, inequality, conflict. And a second, inclusive governance. Here, promoting the inclusive governance that respect to the diversity of Afghan society and essentials for building a more just and equitable society. Along with this, and a third point here is a peace building and a reconciliation process, which are robust a peace building strategy that address the underlying causes of conflict and are crucial for achieving a lasting stability. As you know, Afghanistan was in a war from a 4 decade, it means for 40 years. Now they need for a more development. The development will be sustainable development in the need for a strong governance and a strong policy. All this was the summary of that. If you have any questions in this, you can do it. That's why the time was limited. I have finished in the limited time. If you have any questions, you can do it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. The one thing I would like to add, when I return to my country, maybe in a January or the end of December, we will also restart the online conference, the seminars, research program, and you will be the guest on that. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you all. I have so many questions. I wish you had more time.
Yeah, sure.
Very, very, very well explained. And I thank you for sharing with us the complexities and the challenges. I think that many times we can all see our own countries and our own situations. But definitely talking to you from a country that's far away, I really love to see what we're talking about. And you know what, many of what you're saying that could definitely revitalize Afghanistan, I would think that it could actually revitalize the US. So thank you for sharing this with us today. 3 things that I think you said that I think are very important: sustainable development, inclusive government, and peace building and reconciliation. That is universal. So thank you for sharing it with us.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to introduce to you now Pharmacist Aishat Olufadi Ahmed from Nigeria. I don't know if that's the right title, but that is what I have. Aishat?
I don't think she's online now. Probably at mosque. You can move on.
Excuse me? Is Aishat Olufadi Ahmed from Nigeria here?
Not present.
You need to unshare the presentation.
Respond and share your presentation.
I will request you all, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic.
The presenter needs to release the presentation and share.
Dr. Irfan?
Please move on. I don't think
Doctor-
she's online presently.
Okay. Dr. Jalina is present now. Dr. Jalina? No. Dr. Jalina from Serbia.
I don't see.
I don't see her.
I don't see her.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we can proceed then with the program.
Yeah. So I would like to thank Virginia Rivera, President, World Education Policy, United States of America. Ma'am, you are blessed with beauty and exceptional brain, and you run this whole session very successfully, and we enjoyed a lot in your chairpersonship. Thank you so much, ma'am. Really, thank you. We are lucky to have you as a chairperson today in our international conference, and we are feeling so blessed with your presence. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for those words, and you know that I'm always available and welcome for you all. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Dr. Sudhakar Umle?
Oh, हाँ.
Yes, Dr. Sudhakar Umle?
हाँ.
Yeah. A very warm welcome to our chairperson for paper presenters, Dr. Sudhakar Umle. Now, floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, SOT Educational Team Nigeria. So we'll start a presentation from Sarjit Sharma.
Yes, Harjit ma'am, are you there? We can call Professor Harsha Rana.
Harsha Rana, okay. Harsha Rana is present.
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
So please present your presentation.
Am I audible?
So please remove his earlier slides.
No, I don't have, I've not prepared the slides. I'll just read out my paper.
Okay, Dr. Irfan, please stop sharing your screen. Dr. Irfan, I request you, please stop sharing your screen. Dr. Irfan? Dr. Irfan from Afghanistan?
He's gone. He forgot to unshare.
Yeah, maybe. I will call him. I will call him. Professor Harsha, you can continue, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Harsha Rana, and I'm working as an associate professor in the Department of English in a government college, Dharamshala. Dharamshala, I would just like to say something about Dharamshala also. It's a beautiful town situated in the north of India, and it's a beautiful place. So being from the background of literature, I have taken the topic from a different perspective, that is, what is the role of literature in bringing good governance in the country. The topic of my presentation is writing back to the homeland, diasporic fiction as a medium for governance and development discourse. Diasporic narratives are more than just personal tales. They do so much more. They act as the bridge. They act as the catalyst for change. They act as the dialogue for change. So that is why when we talk about diaspora, we must know that how empowering these narratives can be in bringing social and political change. in talking about the migration policies or colonial legacies and challenge stereotype by offering fresh perspectives. Before I delve deeper into this presentation, I would first like to talk about the term diaspora. Diaspora is basically a composite of words dia, which means across, and sperian, which means to sow or scatter. So basically, it's a Greek verb, and traditionally, it denoted the forced dispersal of the Jews after the conquest of Babylon and the destruction of the first temple in 586 BC. But in contemporary discourse, it has expanded to embrace all communities of migrants living or settled permanently in other countries and who are aware of their origin and identity and maintaining varied degrees of linkages with the mother country. Diaspora, when we talk about diaspora, in today's times play a significant role owing to their dual existence because they are poised between the worlds, two different worlds, and it grants them a unique vantage point. Diaspora writers, having been used this liminal perspective, they have blended their personal experiences with broader critiques of governance failures. I have chosen two writers here. First is Sunetra Gupta, who is a renowned diasporic writer. She's from Calcutta, India, and presently she is working in Oxford University. And she has written 5 novels. Out of that, I'll be talking about only one novel that the name of that novel is Memories of Rain. In this novel, she talks about the erosion of societal ideals and the intimate struggle of her characters. Characters who migrate to UK after interracial marriage, but grapple with the dissonance between tradition and evolving societal expectations. Through this character and other characters in her novel, she critiques the issues like rigid gender roles, the lack of equitable governance structures in homeland, and these disparities are not only geographical but also emotional. And through the portrayal of her character, she captures how marginalized communities bear the brunt of developmental failures, and which in turn shape their trajectories. The fragmented identities of her characters, oscillating between roots and the adopted countries. Um, they mirror the broader cultural upheaval caused by the globalization. Another writer that I've taken in this presentation is Salman Rushdie, and I'll be talking about his novel Midnight's Children. This novel intricately blends personal narrative with political commentary. The novel's protagonist, Salim, serves as an allegory for the post-colonial India and his life parallels the nation's tumultuous history. Rushdie has critiqued the governance failures such as corruption, authoritarianism through Salim's fragmented memory and unreliable narration. The portrayal of emergency period under the leaders became a scathing indictment of the democratic erosion, nepotism, and the abuse of power. In conclusion, I would just like to say that by reading such narratives, diasporic narratives, we can challenge the governance structures, question developmental priorities, and imagine alternate futures. They reveal the undeniable connections between the diasporic communities and their roots and position literature as a vital mediator in governance and developmental discourse. As the world continues to grapple with the challenges, especially in the globalized world where the countries are facing transnational challenges from climate change to migration policies, diasporic fiction offers a fertile ground for exploring these complexities and illuminates path towards a more equitable and interconnected global future. Thank you, everyone. That was my short presentation.
Thank you very much.
A role of literature for good governance, as well as explain the meaning of diaspora in detail. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next is Harshit Sharma. Harshit Sharma.
Yes, sir.
Harshit Sharma, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
You can start your presentation.
जी, जी, ma'am. Greetings to all. I, Harjeet Sharma, PhD law scholar, feeling immense pleasure to present my topic on this conference. My topic, policy gaps and gender justice, analyzing the treatment of women prisons in democratic India. So let's get started. The issue of women prisons.
Harjeet ma'am, sorry to interrupt you. Please open your video, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You are not visible. Yeah, now you are visible.
So let's get started. The issue of women prisons in India highlights a critical intersection of gender justice, human rights, and penal reforms. Despite India Constitution commitments to equality and justice under Article 14, 15, and 21 of the Constitution, women prisons face systematical challenges that reflect wide organized unfairness. Women in India prisons. According to the latest data from the NCRB, women constitute approximately 4.1% of India total prison populations. Women prisons includes pregnant women, mother of young children, and survivor of the domestic violence. Inadequate living conditions. Indian prisons, poor sanitation, lack of privacy, and insufficient access to the menstrual hygiene products complicate the hardship faced by the female prison. Healthcare deficiency. Women prisons lack to adequate healthcare, reproductive and maternity health service. Despite the Supreme Court directive in R.D. Upadhyay versus State of Andhra Pradesh 2006, the court held that specialized care for pregnant prisoners and their children implementations remains inconsistent, lack of gender specific rehabilitation programs. And legal aid and representation. The majority of women prisons lack to legal aid. A Legal Service Authority Act 1987 mandates free legal aids for prisoners. And judicial interventions. Such cases are held that Sheila Barse versus State of Maharashtra. The court held that right to have an interview with a friend, relative, and lawyers versus Dharamveer versus State of UP. The court directed the state government to allow family member to visit the prisons. Next, Christian Community Welfare Council of India versus Government of Maharashtra. The Bombay High Court held that women should not be arrested after sunset and before sunrise and only in the presence of lady constable. Next, R.D. Upadhyay versus State of Andhra Pradesh. The court held that the birth certificate of the child should not mention the prison as place of birth to protect them against social stigma. Next, recommendations of the reforms. Recommendation for legislative reforms, policy and legislative challenges, policy changes at the national and state levels, legal and policy framework, improving conditions and treatment of male prisons, improving hygiene, sanitation, housing, accommodation, improving healthcare and welfare, improve mental health and counseling service, improve medical treatment and medical facilities, regular health checkups, safety and secure and helpful atmosphere, education, skilling and vocational training, legal aid services, rehabilitations programs, and reintegrations in society after release, bravely face the outside world. Prison should not be gender-based abuse or exploitations. Pregnant women should not be shackled. Legal aid and social sports, systematical issues. And in conclusion, the treatment of women prisons in India reflects border system issues in the criminal justice system and society at large. Achieving gender justice for women requires policy gaps and aligning prison practice with the constitution mandates and the international obligations. And India can move closer to ensure the dignity, rights, and rehabilitation of women prisons. Addressing these challenges is not just a matter of legal compliance, but a moral imperative to uphold the principle of justice and equality in a democratic society. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Rajesh Sharma ji, you have explained about gender justice as well as legal aids in the society. Next is Noor Ahmad from Bangladesh.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Right. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you who have joined from the different parts of the world today. I am Lion Ambassador Noor Ahmed, all the way from Bangladesh. And I'm really grateful to the Dr. Shailaja for giving me the chance to share my papers to all of you. I choose the topic, the potential for the technology for exacerbate social inequality in Asian democratic countries. Dear Honorable, however, the great and unprecedented the dimension of technology has opened for all, for the human life to take a place of promising as the most connected, advanced future ever experienced by humanity. But there are also seem to arise as a concern that how these great evolution society we highlighting the new forms of social inequality. The Honorable, in my article, I shared that the author, I consider that how technology can exacerbate the greater privilege among those marginalized. As you know, the digital divide as one of the greatest creators of the technological inequality, and the reason between those with and without access of the information, communication technology, and it create the economic split between the families and have the computer, who have the computer or internet access at home or any other places. This is the main core concept, but I would like to flag out more three things that digital dividation is happening right now. Unequal access of technology and internet can leave the marginalized group behind. And most of the South Asian countries, they are actually not developed yet as it is like to be developed to like the developed countries. And for the reason, the limitation of the opportunity for the education, empowerment, social interaction that can widen existing of gap of income, evaluation, and social mobility. The Honorable, I would like to flag out another one, that is automation and job displacement. You know, for the rapid technology, the artificial intelligence and robotics can actually lead the job losses in the certain sectors, and also it create the affecting the low skill labor. Basically, I'm focusing on the South Asian countries. So some part of the South Asian countries, mostly they are not well educated, and their job is replaced by the robot. Their job is replaced by technology, software, and so many things. So how can the technology inequality can actually they are showing that the best equal participation to all of the people in that perspective. I'd like to flag out the last one, that is data privacy and surveillance. Constant over data privacy and surveillance by government and corporations can erode the trust and create a more unequal society. For that reason, the most of the marginalized or vulnerable group have been facing a lot of issues because don't have the knowledge regarding the technology. They don't have the equal opportunity to access the data. And that's the reason their data privacy and surveillance are not getting the perfect procedure, perfect process to execute. And however, it's really crucial for the government policymaker to address the potential negative impact. But I do believe if social inequality is really correctly addressed and try to improvise the modern technology in the south part of the country where people are not educated enough, we have to educate them as well, at least basic technological needs. And I think that can be solved. That's all about my paper. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Noor Ahmed ji. So you have explained about potential technology for human life is very essential today. Next presenter is Dr. Saman Devgan. Saman Devgan is present. Saman Devgan.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Good evening to all. Even good afternoon to all esteemed organization, distinguished guest and attendee today. Basically, myself, I firstly introduce myself. I, Dr. Saman Devgan, an assistant professor, Department of Law, Government Mahindra College, Patiala. When we see our main agenda of our theme of international conference, how the governance shaping in Asia, Europe, and in Africa. Basically, my topic deal with this cybercrime and governance and how strengthening legal framework for digital India. Basically, firstly, I would like to briefly introductions of this whole of the paper regarding why this is important. Basically, because when the central government, Indian central government, introduced Information Technology Act 2000s, later amended time to time, even 2008 and 2022. Even in every country, they face the huge, you can say, increment day to day at a time, a huge increment in the traditional crime, white collar crime, even as cyber crime. But the problem is there are a number of kinds when we see the cyber crime there, like financial cyber crime there, cyber terrorism there, identity theft there, you can say ransom attack there, ransomware attack there, hacking with unauthorized attacks access there, online fraud there. But when we see in my paper, certain things I observe, and I would like to share with all the dynamic leaders who present here. Firstly, when we check this existing legal framework in India, who can curb, who can tackle, or even who can see these matters. Firstly, the jurisdictions ambiguity are there, which is the main hurdles in the central government, even in the apex court, who struggling to provide the justice, who provide to maintain law and order, basically. Under jurisdiction issues, when the person commit the cyber crime and the person sitting in abroad, so the jurisdiction are main area concern, basically. How we can start a proceeding, start investigations against the same. If the person comes in India, then the proceeding gonna be started. Basically, this is the jurisdiction, a lack of the proper jurisdiction issues are there. Second, inadequate infrastructure mechanism there, because lack of well-trained person, lack of proper sensitized judiciary, that is the main concern of the things are not going always in a fruitful directions. Third one, when we see the limited scope or outdated provision there. When the first times IT Act in 2000 there enacted there by the central government, at that times only certain few the crime mentioned in the IPC, right now Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. But with the in 2000 and later we are in a 2024, certain new kinds of the you can say cyber crime introduced by the cyber terrorism or hacker or cracker, we can say. So basically under this certain new things are always there, and it is very difficult for the state to handle these kind of the issues. State have you can say need to make a stringent law there, even amended in the even separate chapter should be inserted there in the IPC Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. That's why on the basis of firstly we identify the crime and then we can tackle the same, and it is also same thing mentioned under the CRPC. When we see this my research and try to compare with a foreign country, so there are a number of international convention there, covenant there, treaty there, who can sort out and provide us certain suggestions to tackle these issues. GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, it is a European Union a gold standard for data protection there. Regarding this, firstly we take the user consent. There are multiple layer system there. If we really protect this, if we really provide the protection regarding these security measures, firstly, the multiple layer system should be installed there. User consent there, accountability must be shown there, and then who can violate the norms set of regulations. We provide the hardcore, you can say the penalties. Penalties with the such kind of penalty must be provided, which is set the example for the public at large mind. And then the Budapest Convention there. Even India is not a signatory state of these Budapest Conventions, but without the international cooperations, these you can say the certain problems which is you can say started in the cyber crime can't be we can tackle. International cooperation must be necessary basically. Then we move on the apex court. The judgment comes from the apex court like Supreme Court, High Court of India. I must say the judicial activism play a significant role in this matter. A certain judgment, which is in 2017, Puttaswamy versus Union of India. This is a guiding line for the lower court. This is regarding the Aadhaar card unique identifications, how this is a violate Article 21 of the Indian Constitution related to the right to privacy or protection data bill. Later, certain digital personal data bill should be bill which is introduced in the Parliament session and converted into an act in 2023. And next case is Shreya Singhal versus Union of India. This is clearly deal with the Article 19(1)(a). 19(1)(a) of the Indian Constitution clearly express how the one can provide a speech and expression, how they can express their observation or idea to the mass. But in this Shreya Singhal case, when the 66(a) are totally unconstitutional declared by the Supreme Court of India, this is tried to attack on the freedom of speech and expressions. So in this case, Supreme Court set an example. Next, there are a number of another case also. One Justice K.S. Puttaswamy, which is related to the when your biometric or your data should be, you can say, taken by the government for a bona fide person. That is okay. But another things, if that is attack on your privacy right, your personal right. So the government should provide a justified reason, basically the same. Mainly in there are a number of things which is need to tackle, which need to implement by the central government or state government to tackle these issues. But without the cooperation of the public at large, the things not be, you can say, we can say always going into right directions. So cooperation from the bilateral, even the bilateral right there, bilateral duty also there, I must say. And people have need to change a mindset rather than we fully on the basis on the policy or the law or the apex court decisions. If the public have provided the cooperations that we can the justice deliver, justice speedy disposal of justice there basically. So in conclude, we can say in this lecture, in this seminar, through my presentations, in conclude, we can say that the government need to set on such kind of platform. The public awareness must be also needed. If we never able to set as such kind of platform which the public have even not know their properly rights or legal right, fundamental right, how we can expect from them they can fully implement or fully perform their act according to that? So ignorance always there. So this is my humble submissions regarding how that cyber crime tackles and how the hurdle comes before the government. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ji. Sambandev. You have explained very nicely about importance of cybercrime and governance. Also, why the cybercrime and governance is the important for public, and we require the public awareness about cybercrime and governance. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank
you. Next is Santosh Kumar Bera.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
No, not yet. Now visible.
Okay, thank you.
Make it full screen.
Yes.
Presentation mode.
Yeah. Is it okay now?
It is not in presentation mode. Okay, huh. Yes.
It's okay now?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Respected Chairperson, Professor Sudhakar Omle, and all the dignitaries, welcome. Namaskar to all. I express my special thanks to Salija Madam, Aja Madam, and the SART team for organizing such a magnificent international conference. I myself, Dr. Santosh Kumar Behera, Associate Professor, Department of Education, Kazi Nazrul University, West Bengal, India. Today, I am going to present a topic on navigating the crossroads, innovating governance and policy frameworks for sustainable development in democratic nations of Asia, Africa, and Europe in digital educational context. In this presentation, I want to highlight innovative governance or a transformative governance, then the role of digital education, then policy strategy for sustainability, then challenges in implementing the digital education, last but not least, the future directions. In today's digital age, transformative governance plays a crucial role in shaping sustainable education. This presentation explores innovative policy strategies that promote equitability access and enhance learning outcomes for all students in democratic Asia and Africa and Nigeria. What is transformative governance? Transformative governance refers to the processes that encourage participatory decision making and collaborative policies. It aims to create a more inclusive and responsible educational framework that meets the needs of a rapid changing society. The role of digital education transforms traditional learning by utilizing technology to enhance accessibility and engagement. It empowers educators and students, fostering an environment that encourages lifelong learning and innovation. Policy strategy for sustainability. Implementing sustainable policies is essential for the success of a digital education. Strategies include invest in technology, teacher training, and the development of curricula that integrate digital literacy and critical thinking skills. Equitable access to digital resources. Ensuring equitable access to digital resources is vital for all students. Policies should address infrastructure gaps and provide affordable technology to underserved communities, promoting equal opportunities for learning. Engaging stakeholders. Successful implementation of a digital education policies requires the engagement of all stakeholders, including governments, educators, parents, and students. Collaborative efforts can lead to more effective and sustainable solutions. Innovative methods of teaching. Adopting innovative teaching methods such as blended learning and flipped classrooms can enhance student engagement. These approaches leverage technology to create more interactive and personalized learning experience. Monitoring and evaluation. Establishing robust monitoring and evaluation frameworks is crucial for assessing the effectiveness of digital education policies. This ensures that strategies are continuously improved based on a data-driven insight. Challenges in implementation of digital education or digital literacy. Despite of potential of digital education, several challenges exist, including digital divide, resistance to change, and insufficient training for educators. These challenges also facing in Africa and also Europe. Addressing these challenges is essential for successful policy implementation. Studies from Asia. Examining successful case study from various Asian countries provides valuable insight to effective policy strategies. These examples highlight the importance of contextualizing approach that cater to specific educational needs. Due to shortage of time, I will not discuss Europe and Africa. In future directions, looking ahead, the future of digital education in Asia will depend on adaptive policies that embrace technological developments and response to the evolving needs of learners. Continuous innovation is the key to achieving sustainable education. In conclusion, transformative governance and innovative policy strategies are vital for fostering sustainable digital education in democratic Asia as well as Europe and Africa. By prioritizing equity, collaboration, and innovation, we can enhance learning outcomes for all. Thank you all.
Thank you, Santosh Kumar ji. You have covered a lot for innovative governance and policy frameworks for sustainable developments. Today, sustainable development is the need of our. You have also explained the importance and role of digital education and policy strategies for sustainability development. Thank you very much for the presentation. Next is Advocate Pawan Kumar Sharma.
Thank you, sir.
Advocate Pawan Kumar Sharma.
Advocate Pawan Kumar Sharma, are you present? Advocate Pawan Kumar Sharma, are you present?
Yeah. Can you call
So
next?
maybe he's facing some technical issues. Earlier he was present. I will make a call to him, and you can call next paper presenter.
Okay. Dr. Sadur Ahmad.
Sorry, can I present instead of him because he is facing internet issues? He asked me to say his talks. Is possible?
Yes, it's possible. Please, you can.
Okay. Thank
continue.
you. He is facing electricity issues. Sorry for it. Innovative teaching and outcome-based education is his topic, and shaping the
Can
future
you
of
introduce
learning.
yourself? Can you
Yes?
introduce yourself? Please
Yes.
introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Azra Tachizi from Iran, and I am talking behind my colleague from Pakistan, Dr. Sadur, and I want to say his ideas about this webinar. And so, can I continue?
Yes, continue.
Yes. Shaping the future of learning in democratic Asian countries. In an area where educational paradigms are rapidly evolving, the integration of innovative teaching practices within the framework of outcome-based education has emerged as a pivotal strategy for enhancing learning outcomes. From the Faculty of Education explored the dynamic interplay in these studies focusing on how OBE can be effectively implemented in democratic countries across Asia, and also highlighting the significance of student-centered learning and innovative instructional methods. Understanding OBE, outcome-based education, is pedagogical model that prioritizes clearly defined learning outcomes. Unlike traditional education systems that often emphasize content delivery, OBE focuses on what students should be able to do upon completing a course or program. This shift toward student-centered learning necessitates alignment between curriculum design, teaching strategies, assessment method to ensure that students acquire essential skills and competencies. Innovative teaching practices emphasize several modern instructional methods that can enhance OBE. Flipped classrooms approach reserve traditional teaching by delivering instructional content outside for class time, allowing more interactive, engaging classroom experiences and gamification digital learning tools during collaborative learning environment. Problem-solving skills also share perspectives in interpersonal skills, success today, interconnected world, and adaptive innovative approaches. Adaptability across diverse educational contexts in Asia. Study highlights how innovative teaching practices can be tailored by policy and government to meet local needs while ensuring relevance and accessibility for all students regardless of socio-economic background, prior educational experience, challenges and opportunities. There are also resistant to change, resource limitations, and ongoing professional development. Also in conclusion, despite the challenging opportunities for refined OBE models through collaboration among stakeholders, policy governors, educators, and policymakers, parents, communities creates a supportive environment conducive to innovation. Thank you very much for permission.
Thank you, Azra madam. Thank you. So you have explained very much about importance of student-centered learning as well as importance of innovative teaching in the educations, and importance of flipped classroom or digital learning. Thank you very much for your views. Next is Advocate Pawan Kumar Sharma.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can start your presentation.
Yes, right, sir. Thank you. First of all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and Jai Hind to everybody. All respected, esteemed, and distinguished personality. I am Pawan Kumar Sharma from Marmin, District Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. I would like to present this paper on the topic, the shaping of the future of society in various democratic countries of Asia, Africa, and Europe continents. As we know, the democracy is a very popular form of government nowadays. The democracy is associated with higher human capital accumulation, lower inflation, lower political instability, and higher economic freedom. It closely tied with economic sources of growth like education levels and lifespan through improvement of educative institution as well as healthcare. These countries noted for their recent progress remain on a positive course through improvements in election process, administrative efficiency, participation of public, and civic sense. The popular movements in strengthen the democracy suggests that this should be a countervailing institution of last resort. Various unions and institutions are playing important role in establishing and upholding democratic norms. The European Union is now envisaging its most significant expansion in nearly 2 decades. In previous rounds of enlargement, the European Union learned the hard way that maintaining a robust democracy requires for more than paper reforms and new institutions. The democracy is deeply rooted in India. India had historical examples of republics. If the history of India is perused, then there are ample examples of local self-governance in India. The democracy comprises the values of freedom, acceptability, equality, and inclusivity in a society, and it allows the common citizens to lead a dignified and equality in life. The sacred text of India refers to various institutions like the Sabha, Samiti, Sansad, etc. The epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata are the sources of democratic setup by way of involving the people in decision-making process. The equality, social, economic, and political are the basic elements of successful democracy. For successful democracy, the necessary elements in order to establish a social, economic, and political justice are necessary. The public must be educated, well organized political parties, and there must be strong anti-defection laws, strong, independent, and fair judiciary, and the background which flourishes the democracy is the freedom of persons, like as liberty. So right to liberty is the basic need of a successful democracy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pawan Kumarji.
Thank you, sir.
So you have presented very nicely and explained about shaping of future education, importance of democracy very well, improvements of the education institutions. Thank you very much for better and excellent presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Next is Dr. Magna.
Yes, Doc. I am already.
Dr. Magna is not presenter, sir. She's our speaker.
Speaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You can check
Doctor.
speakers sequence.
Okay. Dr. Inamul Azad.
Doc, I'm here. I'm here, but I'm done already with my presentation earlier.
Yeah, I informed him. Don't worry.
Thank you, Doc.
I informed him. Yeah.
Dr.
Okay, dear.
Inamul Azad.
Can I, sorry for interrupting. Dr. Shalija, it's possible to present, both colleagues are facing, unfortunately, electricity and internet issues. They sent me their presentation. If it's possible, can I share his presentation?
Okay, you want to share his presentation on his behalf, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, no issues. Please continue.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I am sharing screen.
You can start your presentation.
Yes, I am trying to share screen. Yes, is visible now?
Screen is not visible. It is not shared.
Yes, I am sharing now. Is visible?
Yes, make it presentation mode.
Okay, I will try. I hope it works. I done. Is full screen. Yes. Dr. Inamul Azad, his topic is shaping education. In this presentation, examining innovative shifts in educational policy aimed at enhancing sustainable democratic societies in Asia, it highlights key strategies that can be implemented to ensure quality education for all while fostering inclusivity and sustainability. Policy innovation, sustainable shifts, digital learning integration of digital learning methods is essential for modern education. This approach embraces online resources, e-learning platforms, and mobile technology to enhance educational delivery. It allows for personalized learning experiences and expand access to quality educational materials, particularly in remote areas, by equipping teachers and students with necessary digital skills. We can foster more adaptive learning environments, prepare students for this situation. Equity in education access. Ensuring equity in education access is crucial for nurturing inclusive societies in Asia. This involves addressing disparities in educational opportunities based on socioeconomic status, geography, and spatial needs. Strategies may include targeted funding for underprivileged schools, community outreach and programs, the implementation of scholarship initiatives, and focused efforts on creating supportive environments will empower marginalized groups, enabling them to participate fully in educational system and society. Curriculum modernization. Modernizing the curriculum is vital for relevance in today's fast-evolving world. This process involves updating educational content to include essential skills such as critical thinking, creativity, digital literacy, global awareness. Integrating interdisciplinary approaches allow students to make connections between subjects, fostering a deeper understanding. By focusing on real-world application and inquiry-based learning, the curriculum can better prepare students for future challenges and complexities of modern world. sustainable practices, sustainable movements. Green educational initiatives. Green educational initiative promotes sustainability within schools, universities by integrating environmental education into curriculum, adopting eco-friendly practices. Schools, universities can implement recycling, renewable programs, energy program, energy efficient facilities, outdoor classroom to contact students with nature. These initiatives raise awareness about environmental issues and encourage students to take active roles in sustainability efforts. Furthermore, schools, universities can partner with local organizations to enhance their sustainability endeavors and creating a community-wide impact. Community engagement strategies is essential for fostering support system around educational initiatives. Schools, universities can collaborate with local business, non-profit organizations, government entities to create programs that benefit both students and their broader community. Engagement activities can include mentorship program, volunteer opportunities, events that highlight student achievements. By involving families and community members, schools can create a sense of ownership and accountability in educational process, enhancing learning environment for all stakeholders. Teacher training for sustainability. Effective teacher training is crucial for implementing sustainability in education. Professional development programs should focus on educators with knowledge tools to incorporate sustainable practices into their teaching. Workshops on environmental education, project-based learning, community partnerships can empower teachers to lead sustainability initiatives in their classroom by fostering a culture of sustainability among educators. Schools, universities can ensure that students are not learning about sustainability, but also practice they need real life, real work. And in summary, strategic educational policies that embrace innovation, sustainability are essential for shaping democratic societies in Asia, also in India, by focusing on policy innovations such as digital learning, integration, and equity in education access, along with sustainable practices. We can create a more inclusive and resilient education framework. These efforts not only empower students, but also contribute to long-term sustainability of democratic values and practices in the region. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Like a really good presentation, good contents. Explained about shaping educations, digital learning, equity in educations, as well as importance of teacher training for sustainability. Thank you. Thank you very much. So next is Okhoji, Dr. Okhoji.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
So you can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, wherever you are listening to me. My name is Dr. Chukwuma Okhoji, and I'm presenting a paper on impact. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm presenting a paper on. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm presenting a paper on impact of social media and digital technology on democratic governance and policy making in Nigeria. Social media, impact of social media and digital technology on democratic governance and policy making in Nigeria. It is a well-known fact that social media platform has revolutionized the way citizens engage with information, how they participate in civic activities and connect with political institutions. And also social media has fundamentally changed how citizens access information and participate in governance all over the country since the advent of the new media. And they also provide channels for direct communication between governments and the publics, and also allowing policymakers to share updates and initiatives and decisions without intermediaries. And as we all know, in the world over, there have been instances where the engagement of citizens has led to changes in government policies and formulations. Most especially in Africa here, there is an Arab Spring event of 2011 and 2012, but domesticating it back to what social media has been able to do to citizens' engagement with government decision making and policy making. In 2020, the way Nigerian police always attack citizens was brought to light through citizen engagement in social media, on Twitter, and they tagged that demonstration End SARS. And the demonstration that was orchestrated on social media in Nigeria led to policy change and policy formation on how citizens engage the police in Nigeria and how the police interact with citizens, which is actually a plus on the platform provided by social media in bringing a change by making the voices of the people to be heard. Also, social media has shifted public opinion formation by enabling real-time discussions and debates on policy matters. It has highlighted, there is a study that highlights how social media platform allows individuals to access diverse perspectives and engage in deliberative democracy, thus enriching public discourse. But as good as social media is, and as good as the platform has provided people with the opportunity of voicing out on government policies and being part of decision-making of government activities, there are still some problems and challenges associated with the usage. And one of the major problems that social media has brought on board is misinformation. Misinformation has led to different information, since citizens can post anything on social media, which actually bit of fake news. And by the time we cannot differentiate between the real news and fake news, then there is disinformation, there is misinformation, there is under-information, there is over-information. When all these maladies come together, it becomes a problem to the government in actually knowing what the citizens are saying. Another factor that has caused a problem on as provided by social media is polarization. In Nigeria, that is multicultural society. We have over 250 cultures in Nigeria. The polarization of ideas through social media has made it difficult for government to actually know what the citizens are saying in particular about an issue. And these two problems of misinformation and polarization is what scholars have been able to say, if we want to know and see and enjoy the benefit of social media in making citizens to be participating in government policy and the government activity and enterprise, then these two factors must be checked. And how do we check it? What are the solutions to that misinformation and polarization? The first thing is there should be efforts that will be channeled towards fact-finding initiatives that will make government to be to be transparent. There should be also transparency in political advertising, algorithm, accountability, to ensure that digital platforms, social media platforms, contribute positively to democracy rather than it. And also another key factor that should be used is the approach of digital literacy on the part of the citizens. In Nigeria, the rate of literate people is not so high, and that is why the government must be able to ensure that there are information channels that will increase the knowledge about the usage of social media from by the people, in order for them to know the information that is real, which they want to engage in, and in order for them to know the fake information that is being circulated online. Conclusively, I want to conclude that since we all know worldwide that social media is a platform for exchange of ideas and opinions, engagement of citizens on what affects their lives by the government, in turn which influences what policy government makes, there is a need that the government must be transparent in the information it doles out to our citizens. Secondly, as social media continues to evolve, the intersection between digital platform and governance will remain a critical area of research and action. And in recommending for this work, my recommendation for this work says government should use social media more constructively for citizens engaged, particularly in a multicultural society like Nigeria. So in any other country that has multicultural, I know so many Asian countries are multicultural in nature, the constructive by the government will enhance a lot of citizens to actively engage in whatever affects their life. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present my paper. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Opoji. A very nice presentation explained about digital technology for democratic governance, as well as decision-making importance and importance of policy making in the governance. Explained very well. Thank you very much for presentation.
You're welcome, sir. God bless you.
Okay. So next is Siyama.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Very good evening. This is Shyama Hafiz Marika from Oman. I'm a teacher, trainer, and NLP master practitioner. Today, I would like to talk about the theme about underlying the relationship between the economic growth and the democracy in countries, especially in the context of Africa, Asia, and Europe. Before I start my presentation, let me share my slides. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Make it presentation mode.
Yes. Yeah. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you very much, Ambassador Yusuf Abdul Qadir, for having me here for this international conference. So I would like to share my knowledge with all the panelists and listeners here. The topic that I have chosen is interplay between the economic growth and democratic institutions. First, let's look at what is economic development of a country and what is democracy. So economic development means that to sustain increasing prosperity and improvement of living standard in the whole society. So it should not be mixed up with GDP growth, so statics that shares, but economic development is accomplished through inclusive economic institutions that favor prosperity through technological innovations, education, and the respect of the rule of law. And what does it mean by democracy? Democracy seems to be the best suited political regime to promote economic development. It relies on inclusive political institutions based on pluralism, especially through competitive elections, where people is the source of authority and legitimacy. So the government is most of the time responsive, accountable to the people. And this is the world famous, and actually it is best suited to develop to enhance the economic development in a country. But let's have a quick glance at the history, how it differs from the perspective of democracy. And if you just have a look at the history, you will come to know some empirical evidence shows that it's not always a democracy democracy fosters the economy, but economic development can be the prerequisite for democracy. So which means that, for example, we can take that South Korea. It was ruled by Park Chung, and he achieved a tremendous economic growth. It's mentioned as miracle on the Han River, but it was not as a democratic under a democratic policy, but he had shown a tremendous growth in this their GDP growth and other improvements as well, their nationwide. But after that, after his expiry, there was a turmoil sparkled, and people were trying to, autocrats especially, trying to take over the country. So afterwards, that democratization was finally achieved. And so they have they have experienced the economic growth, not because of democracy. The economic development was the first thing for them to achieve that democracy. And then there were many other countries also we can take as an example. For example, Taiwan also experienced same evolution at the end of 20th century. And then Chile is another example. So how the political issues. So it is there. We can say that in a broader prospect that it is different, or it's unique to different countries according to their socio-economic aspects. And whatever the policy, whatever the system they have bring into their country, the people prefer. Most importantly, economic development leads to democracy, according to the many researchers and studies. Why they say that? Because when the country is economically developed well, they feel very, the people enjoy their life. The standard of living is high and it's good, and people contributes to the feeling of belonging to the same community to able to achieve greater changes. So they feel secured, right? So they can also, the government can invest in education. So that is the most important thing. So financial booms means people can afford education. It allows them to participate in decision-making process at a national scale. Furthermore, people progressively acquire skills to communicate and develop political positions. For example, they will focus on urbanization, technological and infrastructures improvement, and made possible by economic development, and facilitates access to education. So when the country is stable in economic, they would like to improve in education sector. So when it comes to education, it's not only the school education or the college education, civil education, but it's also a means that how the skills development part, it's also play a crucial role in just protecting the democracy that they have earned so far, right? So we have to focus on, as educators, as policymakers, as civilized citizens, we have to think about the perspective of not only the school, regular formal education, informal educations, and also important. So why is it important? Because to protect the people's democracy, one thing, and also to navigate through the complexity. Uncertainty can occur, but when people are educated, they tend to take more wise decisions. They understand things, complex things very well. So those are the most important thing. And if we talk about skills, what are the predominant, or we say domain areas of these skills? Firstly, literacy. It should be focused. Everyone should have the equal literacy to, even from the young age, even before the school age. Children should be exposed to such situations that they can learn literacy well, and numeracy as well, also very important. And because these two are contribute to critical thinking skills, right? So when they are literate and when they know numeracy well, even the children and the adults, they take wise decisions. And the other thing is educated people and skilled people, they won't they don't be prey for a fake news and all. And you know, today is the digital era, technology is advanced and news is everywhere. But a citizen should be, or a child should be educated enough to understand or to obtain proper news, to filter the fake news separately. So these things come, these qualities, these cognitive metacognition comes with the education only. So we can create very informed and engaged and societies by educating these skills and inculcating them. And also they will also develop equally to learn the uncertainty of the globe, all the issues that we are facing, and take right decision, right? And to make wise decisions and to contribute to the world and to their nation as a right citizen. And now I would like to, as an academician and then an educator, I would like to just suggest some proposals for education reform in the context of Africa, Asia, and also Europe. And first thing is political and civic engagement. So even whatever the political people, they come for the rules, it could be democratic or any other format, but they have to involve in civic engagement, like civic societies, like schools, and the colleges, institutions, and youngsters should be, they should be exposed to, they should be educated, and they should create awareness among them about the skills development. And educating youngsters at a very young age about democratic values, for example, because in a democracy, it's not just only from the political part, it is also from people's psychology. So we have to inculcate that democratic values, how we value each other. For example, the good example is Finland. They have education system there. They from preschools, before preschools, I must say, they have started teaching children the values, how not to bully people, how not to respect the diversity among the cultures, and how to communicate, how to articulate your points of view very nicely. So these things are the most important skills that it should be. It also has been regarded as a 21st century skills. So collaboration, cooperation, these type of skills should be inculcated from the young age. And most importantly, their voice. Every child should be informed or educated that their voice matters. Their feelings, what they feel about the situation, what they think about the situation or a problem, they should speak up. And this should be inculcated at a very young age. And also to respect the opposite gender, equity and diversity. Respect the diversity, find the uniqueness in the diversity, beauty in the diversity. So these type of culture should be inculcated. And also, it's equally important to protect the democracy of a country, to enhance, to foster the economic development. It's also important the citizens should be digitally equipped. So mostly in the schools, they have started now, we can say that children, school students and college people, they have the education of, to some extent, they are digitally equipped. Although there is a digital divide, that is a big area. But what about the rest of the people, maybe 40 above, 60 to 60? These people may not know about, they are not digitally literate enough. So the society has to, or policymakers has to think about these things and include them also in taking decisions and advancing them with this digital knowledge and literacy. And also, most importantly, we have to inculcate, even be it in small children or in adult learners, that they should be lifelong. It means we have to ignite the passion in them to learn. It is okay to learn at 60 age or 70 age about computer things, technology things, how to operate an application, how to overcome this issue, how to talk to people, how to communicate globally. These kind of things should be informed. They should create an awareness, but also they have to be involved in the procedure and the process. And also, most importantly, young people at young stage, we think that school education is enough, but it's not. We have to involve them in community issues also. They have to appoint proper these things and what are the issues going on. For example, global warming is an issue. But so these type of things should be included in the school curriculum also, so that children will think responsibly. How can I act as a responsible citizen towards my environment? How can I take care of my environment? And how can be a positive contributor to my environment? So these things are most important. And also we can have clubs, like young clubs, and they can have proper rules and regulations just to talk about things. And community leaders we can assign, and they can have a collab. This enhance their team involvement or team participation, and also the collaboration and critical thinking especially. And also, we can implement and we can try out many new things with the youngsters and also with the adult people to give them to cope up with this ever evolving world. And also important, it's equally important to reflect on what we have given. So it is evaluation and feedback mechanism also should be introduced by the policymakers or governors, so that we can leverage how is the outcome of it, how well it has been applied, and what adjustments we can make accordingly to our new policies, new things that we introduce. That is also equally important point. So finally, I would like to conclude that it's not about the government, it's what about the policies and whatever the democracy or autocratic system that rules the country. It's about the elite economic vision and policies which, when clear, coherent, and sustainable, often lead to high levels of economic development. So we have to keep that in our mind. And also, as educators, as civilized people, we have to think that democracy is not only all about the government and the people with the have a higher hierarchy level. People have to deal with that. It's not that, it's also about mindset. So we have to inculcate democracy value in our children and also youngsters, and even in the adults, so that we can create a better world. And that what is the main key is the education is the key. So education should be it should be handled nicely, and it should be given, everyone should be given opportunity to get that the harness the potential of that education. It may be life skills and also the democratic values, as I mentioned, and school education without any partiality. They should have the things. So this is my point. I would like to conclude, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Shaina. Okay, you have given the importance, explained very well about economic growth and democracy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
John from Spain, available?
John, sir, are you
John.
present?
Hello?
Yes. Yes, yes, he is present. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I apologize, my English is bad. I want to say my presentation. Well, educational governance and technology in Spain. This presentation explores the challenges of opportunities of integrating technology into Spanish or Spain educational system, focusing of the interaction between educational governance and technology. The table access to technology. Disparities. Significant disparities exist between urban and rural areas, as well as between public and private schools. These inequalities can hinder the development of essential digital skills and perpetuate existing socioeconomic disparities. Proposed solutions. The government should prioritize funding for connectivity and equipment in underprivileged areas. Schools can establish systems for lending laptops or tables to students who lack access at home. Collaboration with teach companies can help bridge resolve gaps. teachers training and professional development, digital competence framework. The Spanish government has adopted the European Digital Competence Framework for Education, which provides a structured approach to developing teacher digital skills, training strategies, tailored courses that cater to different levels of digital competence, mentorship network, and incentives for training are crucial. Recognition of education. Education often spearheads innovative practices by strangers to gain recognition for their efforts. This lack of acknowledgement can demotivate teachers and hinder the adoption of new technologies. Opportunities in technology enhance education. Interactive application digital school like Magic School and quizzes have transformed classroom engagement. Magic School allow teachers to create quizzes from video content. For sharing activity participation, quizzes provide instant feedback, enabling students to track their progress in real time. Simulation for understanding. Platform, Wefet, and Educa Plus offer interactive simulation that help students visualize complex concepts. In chemistry, for instance, students can use these tools to model molecular structures and reactions, enhancing their understanding through experimentation. Innovate methodologies. Technology has enabled to adoption of methodologies such as flipped classroom, gamification, and project-based learning, encouraging collaboration and problem solving through technology-driven projects. Balancing technology and human development. Focus on pedagogy. Technology should serve education goals, not dictate them. Promote digital citizenship. Teach students ethical and responsible technology use. Very, very important. Support emotional well-being. Use digital tools to promote inclusive and mental health. Thank you very much for this opportunity and your attention.
Thank you, Mihalji. Thank you very much for explaining very well about. Thank you, John, sir.
Thank you very much.
So you have explained about educational governance and technology in the Spain, about teacher training and professional development very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Mihail from Romania is present. Mihail from Romania. Okay. Azra from Iran.
Yes, I am here. Can I present?
You can start.
Okay, I am sharing my slides. Is visible? I think visible now.
It's visible. Make it presentation mode.
Okay. Yes, I think is presentation mode now. I hope.
Not now. Yes, okay.
Yes. My topic is innovative policy management approaches for education in Asia's democracies and empowering minds. This presentation explores innovative policy management approaches aimed at reshaping in Asia democratic nations and emphasizing the importance of integrating technology and promoting inclusivity and engaging communities to create effective educational framework. Policy innovations, creativity. Integrating technology in education. By integrating technology, sorry, just a second. Technical issues happening, sorry. Yes. I try to go back slides because this reason I think I should start from the previous. How can it in PowerPoint mode, not presentation mode?
Presentation mode.
Yes, it shows me show me errors. There, I try to do it again. Okay. I hope this time is right. Yes, yes.
It's visible now.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Integrating technology into education enhances learning experience and accessibility. Innovative tools such as online learning platform, interactive applications, and virtual classroom provide students with personalized adaptive learning opportunities. Additionally, technology facilitates teacher training, collaboration, ensuring educators are equipped to meet diverse student needs and promote active learning. Sorry, I think someone is unmuted.
I request you all, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic.
Inclusive education policies. Inclusive education policies aim to provide equal access to quality education for all students, regardless of their background, abilities, and this involves adapting curriculum, training teachers in inclusive practices, addressing barriers to learning policies, and promote diversity, equity, and involvement of all stakeholders in areas and in Asia, Iran, such as Iran countries, including people and communities to support every student's educational journey. Sorry, may mute your mic because I couldn't focus. Decentralized governance models. Decentralized governance models in education promote local decision-making and accountability. This approach empowers local authorities, communities, and schools to tailor educational strategies that reflect their specific needs and challenges. It encourages transparency and practice, and also participation, governance learning to enhance stakeholder engagement, stronger support for educational initiatives, and successful implementation requires effective training, resources, and the establishment of clear communication channels among all involved. Changing mindset growth. Cultural attitudes toward education in Asia. Cultural attitudes toward significantly influence educational success policies. Many Asian democracies, as Iran countries, traditional views may prioritize rote learning and exam success over critical thinking and creativity. Changing this mindset involves promoting the value of diverse learning styles, encouraging a culture and celebrates innovation, critical engagement. Education system must challenge stereotypes and encourage parents, teachers, students to embrace a more holistic view of learning. Community engagement strategy is essential for developing effective educational policies. Strategies involve fostering partnership between schools and organizations, hosting community forums, actively involving parents in the educational process, building trust, ensuring communication helps align educational goals with community needs. Collaborative projects also enhance resource sharing and making education more relevant, accessible all members of the community. Collaboration between stakeholders. Collaboration among stakeholders is vital for success of educational reform. Includes partnership between government, educational institutions, and business sector. By working together, these groups can share resources, knowledge, and expertise, leading to improvement educational practices, policies, establishing platform for regular dialogue and collaboration, ensure diverse perspectives are included, fostering an environment right for innovation and sustainable shift. Conclusion: the transformation of education in Asia democratic nations require innovative policies and shift in perspective. Integrating technology, fostering inclusivity, engaging communities are crucial for developing effective educational framework. By addressing cultural attitudes and promoting collaboration among stakeholders, teachers, students, nations can empower minds and reshape the educational landscape for future generations. Thank you very much for your attention.
So very well covered all the topics, education as well as different education policies for the development. Thank you very much for this presentation.
So thankful, so thankful. Thanks
I request you all, please mute your mics. It will create issues. Abdul Bakar, Advocate Pavan Sharma, I request you, please mute your mic.
Mihil from Romania, present.
He is not present.
Okay.
Okay.
All are finished, I think.
Yes, all are finished. Thank you so much, Sudhakar Umle, sir. That session was so wonderful, and you give your precious comments on all the presentations. Thank you so much, Sudhakar, sir. And now I would like to invite Dr. Ravira from America.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have really enjoyed every single one of the presentations. And I want to congratulate every single one of you. Thank you so much. So now we want to invite academician, Professor Dr. Jelena Boskovic. She's here from Serbia, and we called her before, but she was, as the woman that she is, a very busy woman. So we appreciate having you here now. The virtual podium is yours. We can't hear you. If you unmute your mic. Okay, mute it again. One more time. Try to unmute your mic, Professor. Dr. Jelena, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Professor Jelena, unmute your mic. Your mic is mute. Professor Jelena. Please unmute your mic. Your mic is mute.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Oh, so-
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Dear ladies and gentlemen, guest and honor, I special thanks for the Professor Sakhiria Basitova, converter and organizing Secretary Conference virtual program Direction Sports Team Nigeria of the for invitation to be a guest speaker, and I send my warm greetings to organize this international conference and education symposia too much, my dear friends. My topic today, the impact of the globalization process in the development of higher education. I will show a short segment of my topic because this is the most complex part, globalization and higher education. In addition to many other effects, globalization has changed the situation in the field higher education research conducted by foreign independent researchers, national and international organization interpret the results of the aforementioned impact differently. Every agree that the impact of on globalization and higher education and thus on knowledge as a whole is significant. However, there are differences in the interpretation of the effects, for they are positive for the same negative, and most often is a matter of simultaneity, noticing good and bad aspect. Objective researchers and studies conclude that systematic action is necessary to regulate the field of higher education in the global level. Knowledge as well as power is unevenly distributed among the countries of the world. Basis of applied knowledge, the most development countries in the world have enormous wealth and dominant the work economy. At the opposite pole, a vast majority of humanity lives in poverty and misery, which does not have the capacity to bridge the development gap and is in the oven. On the country of the outlaw live poverty, mystery, educated personnel, and commercialization. The education sector contributed to the depend or difference between development and underdeveloped region and countries in the world. Adequate and efficient reform and higher education institutions, the wider academic community, transformation and international organization, economic actors, and the media should involve the process. Students and their parents are indispensable key actor at the process higher education reform, who must not left out. The issue higher education reform must not be reduced slowly. The profitability found invested in the sector. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm apologize for time guest speaker. 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
Thank you very much, madam.
my dear friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Julina, for being here with us. We were waiting for you. Your message is so, so important. I really, really appreciate
Thank you. Thank you very much. The best regards. Happy Merry Christmas and new prosperous New Year's 2025 to all.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I would like to tell everybody to turn on their cameras so we can get ready to take a group picture. So if you're listening to us, please, everybody, open up your video so we can take a group pic. While we do this, I would like to present our coordinator from Iran, Azra Dalkizi ma'am, for your words to close this great event.
Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and distinguished speakers, it is with great pleasure that I extend my heartfelt gratitude to visionary founder of the SPOT Educational Team Nigeria, Yusuf A. Electric, and President founder of Educational Team Nigeria. His unwavering commitment to education and empowerment has paved the way for countless opportunities for individuals seeking growth and knowledge. And I would also like, yes. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to Dr. Shaili Jawasudo, our esteemed international event organizer. Her expertise and dedication have been instrumental in bringing together this remarkable gathering, fostering an environment of collaboration and innovation. To all our honored guests, speaker and presenters, thank you for sharing your invaluable insights and experiences. Your contributions enrich our discussion and inspire us to strive for excellence in our respective fields, and together we are creating vibrant community dedicated to learning and development. Let us continue to support one another in our shared mission to make a positive impact in our world. Thank you all for being here today and for your commitment to this important event. And thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And now I would like to call, thank you for those words. Our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Shafisa Delaja from Albania. She would like to close this wonderful event. Professor Dr. Shafisa? I just saw you a few minutes ago. Okay, so we'll wait for her.
Shapresha? Dr. Shapresha? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Dr. Shapresha?
Yeah.
She's there.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you for this very valuable and useful symposium. I would say that in this symposium, there should be invited policymakers and let's say MP, members of parliaments, because they are more responsible of making the laws. And also, it's a very important thing to highlight in this conference that the educators should be on the pivotal, let's say, way of bringing changes in the world, in the educational system mainly. Because through the, if we are having a strong educational system, the better for us to, and for the development of the countries we are living in. So I would say, I mean, I cannot find other words for all the organizers to congratulate them and to thank them for all the efforts, but also for the bright minds that they do have to bring up these key issues in this symposium and make them globally. So this is another case for all the people, I mean, especially policymakers or headmasters in the school, to include them in the curriculum. This is important, because if we just talk, but no one can listen to us, then, I mean, we are not expecting what we are working for. So I would say thank you for the best of every one of you. And also, as we are on the verge of, I mean, the winter seasons, I wish everyone great seasons and Happy New Year. Hopefully 2025 is bringing other new issues to be tackled together. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for those final words. And definitely, I agree with you as the current president of World Education Policy. I also agree that we should bring the stakeholders in this conversation. There are the, all of them, civic organizations, government functions and positions, the educator, but we should all definitely meet up because, and like you said, government officials and the MPs are the ones who actually create the laws. So thank you for those final words. Now I think we're going to go ahead and I don't know if you would like to take the pictures now, but I don't see people. If you want to open your videos, everybody, so we can take a group pic. And I know there's also the certifications that you would like to display, so we could actually go with that also. Thank you. Wonderful. Beautiful. That was amazing. I don't know, Dr. Shaja, if you were able to get your pic, your groupie.
Pardon, ma'am, what are you saying?
Were you able to get your group picture? Yes.
I will ask admin, have you clicked our group photograph?
Yes, ma'am, I will share with you.
Okay, thank you.
Beautiful. So on behalf of the SWAT Nigeria team and everybody here involved, I am Dr. Virginia Rivera. It's been a pleasure for me to be here. I extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the speakers and all the presenters who contributed their insights and their expertise today. Definitely, we appreciate the engagement, the participation, the flexibility of everyone involved. As we conclude, we wish you safety, good health, and happiness during this festive season. For those celebrating Christmas, may your holidays be joyful and filled with warmth. Until next time, thank you once again and take care.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, admin, please play national anthem of Nigeria and India. Then we formally close the session. Thank you, Reveria ma'am. Thank you so much.
Always welcome.
Nigeria's come of men to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The name of our heroes was join everyone in them to serve with heart and voice. One nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
फिल्मी गाने से जुड़े रहने के लिए YouTube ऐप के बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें।
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Your presentations, your speeches, and your role as organizing committee members, our special guest of honor. I would like to thank all of you. And it's just because of our president, Dr. Yusuf sir. And Yusuf sir, are you present? President SWAT team. Are you connected? Maybe he lost his connection. Maybe. Then formally we'll close the session. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much for your support. And special thanks to our admin who is consistently present here and continuously doing his task. Special thanks to our admin and Dr. Irfan Khan from Afghanistan. Yes. Thank you so much for recordings and thank you so much for your efforts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye all.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye, Doc Irfan. Goodbye, Doc
Goodbye.
Shaujat.
Bye, doctor.
Bye. Thank you very much.